Congratulations to all the winners today. I'm going to use my phone because I've made some notes. Um, so firstly, I'm really honored that Exchange for Media and Impact had asked me to address the brightest minds in the industry. I got really excited when Neeta called me and she said, listen, will you do a chat? I said, yeah, for sure. I said, but what would be the topic? She's like, I want you to talk about your entrepreneurial journey in the ad world. I'm like, wow, I don't even know where to start. For people who don't know me, I'm Chandni Shah, the founder and CEO of FCB Kinnect. The advertising industry has actually been amazing for me. I started my journey in advertising when I was 3 years old, and I'm not kidding when I say that. I started as a child model and did over 100 commercials before the age of 6. So like literally the Amul Doodh ad and Nerolac Jab Ghar Ki Raunak Badhani Ho. I've literally been in all of those commercials. And that's where the curiosity for the ad world started for me. I was like, I had to be in this space. And how fate had it for me, I actually ended up starting an agency at 22. I started at the time when digital meant putting up Facebook, posts on Facebook, and Facebook like page design defined if you won the pitch or not. And I'm very grateful that post that came this huge wave in the advertising space where digital became what it is today. In my experience, I've actually done it all. And when I say done it all, literally like done it all. You know, being an entrepreneur means you are supposed to know everything and you have to wear many hats. In 2014, we were a very young company with a team of 25. And then there was a time where my entire content team quit on me, which was a team of 6 writers. That's when I felt like, shit, my world is over, and I don't know if I can continue to keep building this company. We weren't even profitable for the first 3 years, so it was a horrible, horrible place to be. And now, thank God, I didn't give up. I went back to my small, dingy office, pretended like a recruiter, set up interviews with myself, interviewed those people, made their offer letters, and brought them back on board. And that's what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Really, like, you have to do what it takes. But building a team has been the most gratifying part of my journey. I think today, if you have the right team, you've actually won most of your battles. The amount of time you spend, you know, putting an effort to win a pitch, that is the level of effort you need to put in to build the right team. I think if you do that, you're home, literally. Today, I actually have my entire team, from our first full-time team member to our first intern, all still at Kinnect. And that talks about what it means. And it's insanely gratifying to see what they're doing. They're winning at Cannes, they're killing it, they're acquiring some of the best, you know, clients. So it's just insanely gratifying. I think the second thing, when you're younger and you're in a leadership position, it's really important to have a strong vision. And we built our vision when we were loss-making. It was like, you know, it was so difficult to like really even put out like, you know, what am I going to do with this company? But we created a vision board. We had created one, which was on a PPT slide, where we had decided to put just large, audacious goals. We had decided we wanted a 200-person team, top line of 50 crores, a sexy office space, ability to do our production, you know, have Fortune 500 companies on our client roster, build a thriving culture, and win at key industry events. And what we took is we took images from Google that represented all of this and put it on a PPT slide. We actually printed this slide and put it everywhere across like all our offices, you know, in my cupboard, on my bedside. And by 2018, we had achieved all of it. So yeah, I mean, having a vision and just really pursuing it, that's what it really takes, man. Yeah. The third thing, when you're an entrepreneur and in your leadership roles, I think is really important is learning and development. I think this is the most important value, and it's a continuous process. It just never stops, and especially if you're in digital, it just doesn't stop. But just like I said, finding the right team is important. Finding the right coach or a mentor is equally important. So all of you guys who are young out there, like I found it much later in my life, but I'm saying that you guys are young, you're starting your careers, it's really important that you'll find a great coach because they go beyond the marker of a PNL. They go and tell you really like they celebrate your successes and then keep you accountable for it. And also, it's really important to double down on your strengths. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing because you guys are rocking it. And it's also really important to have fun while doing what you do. And when I say fun, in my journey in advertising, I've been fortunate to see some awe-inspiring work. And this was the time when in 2019 I felt like, Kinnect has reached a place where I feel like we've done something amazing. And then I land at Cannes. And I see the work out there, and I'm just like, oh my God, and I see some amazing people out there. And that's when I realized that I'm just getting started. So, I think it's about, and great people, great conversations, great platform is what I really enjoy, and that's what I mean by having fun at work. Please ensure that you all get that exposure, because when you're in those driving seats, will you all realize what you'll want to go out there and achieve? I even had a chance to actually go through an acquisition process in my entrepreneurial journey, where I met every network head in the country, including global heads like Philippe Krakowski and Sir Martin Sorrell, who created the industry. So I think from an exposure standpoint, I think the advertising industry has so much to give. So just make sure that you dream big and go out there and achieve that. And the last and the most important thing is grit. I think this is really, really important. The tasks that hit my table are the tasks that have passed all the smart people in my company, and then they've reached my table. That means they're insanely complex when I'm trying to build that. I've actually done different things like building capabilities, driving geographies, lived out a suitcase for many, many years. But I think, and also gone through a pandemic, which was really crazy. It's shaken me up. But I think the one thing that's really important is how you show up every day. To have strength of character and the mental fortitude to overcome difficulties and achieve success in the face of adversity. So congratulations again to the 30 under 30 winners. You are the trailblazers, the visionaries, the future of our industry. Your impact is just not what you achieve today, but the legacy you create for tomorrow. Embrace the challenges, stay passionate, keep pushing boundaries. The world of advertising is better because you are in it. Yeah, so give it a big round, guys.